Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about why you get manipulated or how you got manipulated to begin with. People always ask why manipulation exists, but we also need to ask ourselves why some of us are easily manipulated. In most cases, manipulation will work if you're trying to understand the other person instead of focusing on the discomfort that relationship is bringing you. Instead of focusing on manipulators, today I think it's best that we focus inwards and try and find out what actually happens within ourselves that allow manipulation to happen or for it to even be possible when we are so against it. Manipulation happens to most people who try to be understood, because instead of seeing that the person you have been clear, you have been saying what you need to say, and they're still choosing to not understand you, that is still a choice. So when you're trying to force someone to understand you, you're giving yourself to them instead of just seeing their reality for what it is. It's best that you understand yourself, understands your needs, and then with that understanding, protect yourself in the best way possible. There is always an action or word that is said, which then builds an emotion inside of you. And that emotion will either give you action. It can be action to give more of yourself, maybe retreat, but often anything that is said or anything that is done will always evoke an emotion inside of you. And anything that evokes emotion that is strong enough to where you do not feel like yourself in any relationship, you need to question it, because you're then being misaligned with yourself. You're not aligned with who you are. But sometimes that can happen, and it's actually questioning the dynamic of that relationship. You need to sit with it and question it instead of going to the person and asking them to explain it for you. It is happening to you. You are the one who is feeling it. So it's up to you to decipher it for yourself, not for the other person. And this is where you journal, sit down, really work with yourself. The love that you are asking for outside is the love that should already be embodied within you, in the way that you have self-respect with yourself, in the way that you do not abandon yourself, in the way that you protect yourself from anything that causes you harm emotionally, when you are naturally a person who overgives, a person who considers, a person who thinks twice. You need to then protect that side of yourself. So every time an emotion is evoked in you to where you feel like you need to take action, sit down, ask yourself, is this action beneficial for me? Is this action something that is it worthwhile in this connection? Or am I abandoning myself in the actions that I'm taking in hopes of gaining something? If that's the answer, back to the little tablet or the notebook, continue writing. And I'm gonna be very honest, most of the times the only way manipulation happens is that you abandon yourself in relationships. You abandon yourself in the sake of pleasing somebody else, meaning you pleasing yourself, it is not a priority, but the other person is a priority. Ask yourself, what are you teaching yourself? Is this beneficial for you, your being, what you want, what you are looking for? Most of the times people that do get manipulated is because I genuinely believe you do not 100% believe that good is for you, or you're worth the good things in an easy way, because things are supposed to be easy for you. The way that you're easily understanding people, the way that you easily just give, understand, can see both sides, it should be the same for you. As in, if it is not aligned with already how you function, with the way you embody love or you embody a relationship, then it is not for you. And your body will always let you know, because it will set off and it will let you know, I am uncomfortable. If you choose to ignore the I am uncomfortable call, you abandon yourself. And right there, it's an opening for someone to come in and manipulate you, play around with your feelings, because they can tell with what you are doing that you will abandon yourself for the sake of that relationship. And that is a scary, scary place to be. And I do not want you to be there, and you shouldn't be there. And if you are, we're going to try and get a way out of it. The desire to be chosen is something that will always leave you in very murky waters. You do not ask to be chosen by somebody. You already chose yourself. Somebody else should just come in, see your worth, and say, I want that. That's how it's supposed to be. You should not be required to abandon yourself for you to get what you want to get. Relationship, love, affection, anything like that. Do not confuse your empathy towards your partner as emotional connection, because every time you empathize with them and you do not empathize with how you're feeling in the situation of whatever you're going through, you are abandoning yourself for the sake of being chosen by the other person. Never abandon yourself for the sake of anything. No feeling will ever be worth you choosing yourself in any situation. You choose yourself before you choose love. You choose yourself before you choose a friendship. You choose yourself before. You always choose yourself because you matter first. Everything else comes secondary. You matter first before anything else matters, alright? And sometimes emotional intensity in relationships can feel like, oh my God, this is such a connection because it's so intense. It makes me feel so much. But is it making you feel so much of what you actually want to feel? Or is it leaving you confused and questioning? If you're confused and questioning, that means that is not a relationship for you, because love is not confusing. Love is direct. Love is clear. A relationship that's built on love, it's clear. Anything that's confusing, it's not it. Every confusion will always let you stay in a situation longer than what you need to, because clarity, every time you get clarity, you wouldn't want to be there, would you? Understanding manipulation isn't just about understanding other people's behaviors. Sometimes it's about understanding the parts of ourselves that are still looking for love, where love cannot be offered. I will end by saying, when someone's words and actions are not aligned, you will be misaligned. Confusion will keep you in a situation longer than clarity ever will. So always search for clarity, even though clarity sometimes can be painful and a hard fucking pill to swallow. But clarity will always do you better than confusion does. And this is coming from a Pisces who likes to be in the Lululand, okay? Anywho, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourselves because you deserve it. See you next time.